Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Last time we got through we got our navigator, right? Well, I can't remember her name. Don't remember what her name was. But yeah, we got the girl from the house, or Celio. She was the child that they referred to her as. So yeah. Now we're gonna go to the prison. I think there's a prison or something in here. Oops. Yeah. Oh, we even talked to her. Are there goods in this? The fuck? Nice. Okay. What is this? Haunting Scream? Oh yeah, that's right. To the bridge. Yeah. What's her fucking name? I don't remember her name. Uh-oh. There we go. What is that noise? Why is it? Hello? Inventory. What's her name? Cassia. That's it. So that's cool. We got everybody. Still not a lot of stuff. Deadshot stub revolver. Look at that nose. The boy beak. Okay, so yeah, we want to go to the prison, I think. So, Boxmaster, my seat. Let's see. Let's check the map. And we are here. So, scan is required. Visit prison planetoid. Unidentified void ship. Urak 5. Rykhead Majoris. With Urak 5 already. Rykhead Minoris. Scan is required. New blood land on Rykhead Minoris. Whatever this is. Prison planetoid? Is that interesting? Okay, let's just go over here. Oh, okay, I see what that is. Sorry to disturb you. It's pandemonium outside the bridge gate. One of the officers seems to be demanding an audience with you in person. I think I hear Master Versarian's voice. In any case, I wanted to warn you in advance. Okay, what does this man want? Doesn't he know I'm busy planning my empire? This is not the conduct of an officer. These are the antics of a highborn brat out on a lark. Explain yourself, Lieutenant. I apologize, sir, but I must speak to the Lord Captain. Okay? Very well, Lieutenant. You may address the Lord Captain, not least because I see you've already seen fit to disturb him. Your unauthorized appearance on the bridge and display of belligerence toward a higher-ranking officer will be logged in your personal file without delay. Lord Captain, Lord Captain, Lord Captain, Lieutenant Avril Event, requesting permission to speak on a matter of extreme importance and urgency. I want to hear a report, not a shouting match. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm sorry, Lord Captain. I thought that drastic times called for drastic measures. This matter cannot wait. Any minute now, an assault unit will be dispatched to the lower decks on orders to crush the workers' strike by any means necessary, but I am convinced that this step is unwarranted and that the crisis itself was provoked by the actions of one of the senior officers. Abelard, in no hurry to intervene, lets out a skeptical huff. Glances at Sourback, who is standing not far from him, but she maintains a stony expression. Lord Captain, I urge you to investigate the actions of Seneschal Versarian and to intervene in what's happening on the lower decks, because very soon we will have mutiny or a massacre on our hands. There's an insurrection in the making aboard my ship, and no one has informed. How did this all start? The situation could boil over at any minute, so I'll give you the condensed version. It all began when the enforcers found a cultist amulet on the body of someone who'd been killed in a drunken brawl. We reported up the chain immediately, arranged for a cleansing rite to be performed, and opened an investigation. No heretics have been found alive, but the search has also brought tensions between enforcers and workers to a head. Okay, so where does the Seneschal come in? I shall explain. I beg you to hurry. Time is running out. I will not hurry. Since my competence is under scrutiny, I shall speak for as long as I see fit. There's an established order to the way things are done on this ship, and one of the pillars of that system is that the rogue trader's attention is not distracted by trivial matters. It is the Seneschal's role to ensure that. I have always handled internal problems myself, so of course, when I received information about cultists hiding on the lower decks, I took the matter in hand. What? I took the matter in hand. So long as I live, not one of the vermin who murdered Theodora von Valencius will find refuge on her ship. You are far too heavy-handed, Seneschal Versarian. Arrests, interrogations, mass punishments for entire sectors, it has driven the people to the brink. Now there is a strike on the lower decks, in Depot 4 to be precise. 3 worker clans are involved, but many more are passively supporting them. The situation could degenerate into an all-out insurrection. But when I reported my concerns, the only response I received was an order to dispatch an assault unit and crush the strike with maximum force. Master at Arms. Lord Captain, unlike Lieutenant Vent, I respect the chain of command and realize that it is not within my right to challenge my superiors. That being said, while I entirely share Master Versarian's opinion on what fate Depot 4 deserves, I must note that this insubordination is a direct consequence of practices that he himself has introduced. Oh, Mr. Sourback, I see you've decided to follow the lieutenant's example after all. Such behavior does you no credit. Okay. Explain. The ship's regulations state that the Master at Arms is responsible for resolving all matters related to the ship's enforcers, and yet it is no secret that the Seneschal has a tendency to show partiality. Those enforcers and officers whom he has deemed particularly promising are at times given permission to approach him for tutelage. I cannot deny Master Versarian's experience and insight. The Seneschal has a record of fostering students who have indeed achieved much and demonstrated impeccable performance. However, extending such patronage over the head of their immediate superior encourages disregard for hierarchy among your lordship's servants. Today, an enforcer goes to the Seneschal to report an order from the Master at Arms that they happen to disagree with. Tomorrow, they will go to the Lord Captain to object to the Seneschal's order. I notice a pattern in these actions. Okay, Abelard, what do you got to say? Mr. Sourback, can you recall an occasion where I would encourage an officer to disobey their superior, or one where I would overrule their order, or show favoritism to those who merited none? None, Seneschal, for there have been no such cases in the entire time I have served aboard the ship. If anyone were to claim otherwise, I would have them pay for insulting your honor with blood. Your conduct in this regard has always been spotless. Nevertheless, given your eminent position, a simple show of attention on your part is enough to erode the propriety of junior officers, inflate their sense of self-importance, and undermine discipline. That you distinguish some of them and know them by name is tantamount to walking around the officer's deck handing out gifts to officers who have caught your eye. It fills those you set apart with ambition and audacity, makes them stand out among the rest. Enforcers are meant to be faceless servants, fighters ready to die, their fate entrusted to their commander and no one else. That is the sole foundation of order. Vent, would you say? Lord Captain, I swear the Seneschal Versarian has never granted me any privileges, never once advocated for me, nor facilitated my promotions, although he is the man who convinced me to become an officer in the first place. He has offered me extensive guidance in my service, for which I am grateful to him. And while not all my fellows receive such attention, I know of at least a dozen fine officers whom the Seneschal keeps in his sights to ensure they continue to strive, to prepare new generations of the dynasty's servants, to instruct them, and to separate those with potential from those who have exhausted it. That is my duty as Seneschal. The ship has bays worth of pilots, enforcers, officers, technicians, stewards, whom I have raised personally. By the throne, every third person standing on this bridge right now was my student at one point. Okay, I see. Evidently, my officers are anything but a shining example of unity and adherence today. I have only myself to blame, I suppose. And what do you have to say? Well, I see no need to add anything. I acted within the remit of my authority, guided exclusively by the best interests of your protectorate and your personal safety. If you wish to confirm the rectitude of my actions for yourself, I have no objections. For my part, I urge the Lord Captain to go down to the lower decks, stop the assault unit, and speak directly to the people. You will see that they are not lying or harboring heretics. That way you will stop the uprising before it begins. Okay. Well, I guess I'll go to the lower decks then. Praise the Emperor. Thank you, Lord Captain. An enterprise bordering on sophomoric, but please yourself, Lord Captain. However, I categorically insist that I escort you. Lord Captain, I regret that the enforcers were unable to handle the situation which led to your and the Seneschal's involvement. Consider it my duty to go to Depot 4 myself and see the expedient resolution of this incident. Okay, so let's go see. So I have to take them. Okay, yeah, cool. Awesome. Let's take everybody. So I did notice when I was doing my editing that I have a tendency to talk about the wrong things. Like I'm reading the tutorial bits. So I gotta not do that. And like when I speak up, like it's because something's going on. You know what I mean? All right. Let's see. So what is happening down here? Hey, it's Versarian. Take that, scum. Look at that. Interesting. The lower decks are a source of endless problems. Sometimes I dearly regret that we cannot replace all the locals with servitors. We need to get to the bottom of this. What this? There's a nest made out of thermal insulation materials. Must be where the workers sleep between shifts. Okay, what is happening here? Let's see. What's through this door? Oh, goods. Gimme. I want that. Strange touch. Okay. Interesting. Ah, yes, you say those things. Let's see. These nobles are here. Oh, we have the enforcers. Alright, what's going on? Sounds of a heated discussion. Lieutenant of Relevant of the ship's enforcers is barring the path of her superior master-at-arms, Sourback, who has arrived clad in armor. Judging by their expressions and tone, the standoff has dragged on for some time now, has reached a boiling point. Lieutenant Vent, my patience is wearing thin. I have given you an order. Now get out of my way. I cannot comply with that order, ma'am. This is my deck and my sector. So long as this area remains under the Lord Captain's special oversight, no action can be taken without my express permission. There are only 3 people who are authorized to make me stand down. The first officer, the rogue trader, and the Emperor himself. So not all of my lessons fall on deaf ears. Your Lordship. Okay. What's the situation? My people have locked down the bay where the strikers are, including their leaders. We have the situation under control as far as resources allow. Under control, Lieutenant? I came here to lead an investigative unit, and what do I see? The rabble is on the verge of mutiny? There's nothing to investigate. This simply calls for immediate repressions and firing squads. And you, Vent, are a step away from facing charges yourself. Let me speak to the strikers. Right you are, Lord Captain. Allow me to wish you good luck. Oh, are they gonna lead me to the strikers, or... Okay, I guess. Strikers are down this way. Let's go. Let's go see what's happening. The people before you are typical inhabitants of your lower decks. You take their simple clothing, crude weapons, and faces that display varying levels of mutation from the barely discernible, the strange to the outright grotesque. Yeah, the enforcers have tormented us enough. Lord Captain, you've come down to us. Rivet. What is troubling you? Why are you striking? Striking? That's news to us, your lordship. All we're doing is asking questions, saying what we think. Shut up, Rivet. Here's the deal, your lordship. Your damned enforcers are all over us down here. They say they're looking for cultists. One wrong word and they're reaching for their batons. If they want to punish someone, they turn off the heating to whole bays for a week at a time, so it gets sick and freeze. In my clan, 2 little ones died from inflammation in their lungs, all because of those enforcers. Dang. Yeah, kids are dying. It's fucked. It's all true. Vent is the only enforcer who stood up for us. It's clear as day who had a mother from the lower decks and who grew up amidships and has no fellow feeling toward us. Your lordship, we're no villains here, we're honest workers, your servants. We've plotted no disorder, we went on strike openly, and now we've got guns pointed at us. All we're doing is asking to be allowed to work in peace without being harassed. The persecution started, but somebody found an amulet. A cultist amulet? What's that? The gewgaw they found on the dead drunkard? If it was something evil or forbidden, we sure didn't know. The enforcers just said they were looking for heretics among us, and anyone obstructing their investigation would be punished. But how could there be heretics here? We know our own people. There have been no new faces around. Definitely not. And if there were, we'd be the first to report them. And as for this amulet, or whatever it is, they took it off a dead body. There are no cultists still breathing in our sector, that's for sure. But when that fight broke out, some enterprising folks looted the bodies. The boots they came back with? Nobody's ever tread these decks in boots so fine, I can tell you that. Seems to me these cultists have better commanders than us. Oh yeah, those boots really were fine. And there was no harm in taking them, right? As for the amulet, it must have been pocketed by someone who didn't know any better. We don't need any amulets around here. We all worship the Emperor, and when we're working, we bow down before the machine spirits of the large and small transformers and the servo motor. The same way my grandfather taught us 100 years ago, was taught 100 years ago by a tech priest who came calling. Believe us, your lordship, we're people of faith. Naive children, weren't you taught from an early age about the dangers of the archenemy's creations? Weren't you warned that any unfamiliar object could be one of them? We were told, Holy Sister, but it was long ago. The last time we saw a confessor in our sector, it was just after I'd had my 3rd little one. That is regrettable, but you cannot lay the burden of leading a righteous life on the shoulders of the Holy Fathers. Who will you blame when beasts crawl out of those amulets you stole from the heretics? The Holy Father who was not there, or the scavenger who brought evil down on himself and his neighbors? Abelard, anything to add? I authorize the use of all necessary measures to locate the Chaos worshippers hiding in the sector. Specific steps taken by the officers were not reported to me. Nevertheless, I am certain that their actions were justified. Cultists are no drunken stevedores. They are the enemy and a threat to the ship. Neutralizing them demands decisive action. Sourback, was it really necessary to torture these people with the cold? The rabble understands only one language, Lord Captain, that of violence. As per regulations, should the laborers persist in their unwillingness to cooperate, the next step is limiting air supply and cutting off water, which is almost certain to restore order. The peasants can grumble all they want, but in the end, they're the source of their own misery. All they have to do is bow their heads and fall in line, and the need for punitive measures will disappear. Okay, we were attacked on our way here. Here's an explanation for you. The people have been pushed to their limit, and now they're lashing out, as if we don't know why these top deck units are being sent down here, like that one there that the lieutenant won't let past. Our clans are all inside the bays that's been sealed off, but the lower decks are big. I'm sure there are some people who've just about had enough. We're getting it from all sides. The soldiers have encircled the ones who've risen up. A death squad has just arrived. It's no wonder folks are lashing out. Awareness tests. Their words seem sincere to you. Their body language and the glances traded between them reveal that the news of the attack has shocked them. Okay, so they're telling the truth. What changes do you want? Would you look at this? The exalted Lord Captain himself is asking us, Bilgerets, what we want. Well, here's what. We want you to rein in your damned enforcers, to quit turning off the heat, and to stop battering everything that moves. No, that's not it. We want the enforcers gone from here, and we want to be armed. Give us arms, and we'll govern ourselves. We'll defend ourselves if these cultists do show their faces. I've been leader of my clan for 20 years now. Getting rid of these club-wielding thugs can only improve things around here. You've gone too far, old man. They'll never let the maggots on the lower decks live without the enforcers breathing down their necks. They probably even insist on enforcers on the upper decks too. As for weapons, what do we need them for? Before the first day's out, we'll have someone shooting their neighbor out of stupidity or drunkenness. We don't need that. If the enforcers stop hassling us, that'll be enough. In return, we'll find the scavengers who robbed the cultist bodies, and we'll talk to them, one lower decker to another. If there are any more of those damned amulets about, we'll hand them over to the enforcers ourselves. You speak for yourself and your clan, and I'll speak for me and mine. I don't want empty gestures. I want real change. They'll promise us the world now, but as soon as the Anointed One turns his back, these brutes will be on us even harder than before, all because we dared to speak out. Okay, the tall worker's eyes dart between the two arguing leaders. Every few seconds he opens his mouth as if planning to agree, but each time he falls silent. Okay. Okay. What does that mean? You will lose profit factor. Oh no. Spreading anarchy on the ship is the first step toward embracing chaos. Putting weapons into untrained hands would be even worse. What's more, the enforcers are needed to maintain oversight and order. Withdraw those demands and we will consider the rest. Old man, listen. The Lord Captain himself has come down to us and is offering concessions. And I don't know a single person in the whole of Depot 4 who's ever stood next to the rogue trader, let alone talked to him. Back down. Now's no time for you to be a stubborn old crone. Listen to us, old man. The three clans of Depot 4 ought to act as one. We've made our minds up. It's your turn to decide. Don't ask them to disband the enforcers or give us weapons. We don't need any of that. You two are ganging up on me, is that it? So brave you are against an old woman, but I'll shut up, I will indeed. I won't go against two clan leaders on my own. You want to make peace with the enforcers, make your peace. That's great, just fantastic. Lord Captain, we're all agreed. Thoughts, Abelard? Story about scavenging for boots and accidentally picking up a heretical amulet doesn't convince me. These people were moments away from rebelling and possibly becoming minions of the archenemy. We must not give them what they want. Even if they did acquire something innocently, purely out of their own stupidity, it does not mean they are not tainted with corruption. What begins as petty thievery can turn into a far graver problem. I've seen it before. In my second war, there was a sergeant in the Imperial Guard regiment that was stationed nearby. The sergeant took an ordinary pocket knife from the body of a heretic, and his whole unit lost their lives for it. When they finally managed to break into the barracks, they found not a single survivor, only the pocket knife, which had grown through all the rows of beds like a metal choking vine, so when it comes to scavengers, malcontents, strikers, or whatever they'll turn into next, my verdict is simple. Give them no quarter. Master at Arms? Give the rabble a grox and they will take an agri-world, Lord Captain. They only understand brute force and will interpret any concession as a sign of weakness. Giving them weapons and recalling the enforcers would be folly. It would only be a matter of time before we had full-scale mutiny. Okay, persecution will stop. I'll expect you to assist in locating any remaining amulets or weapons left by the cultists. Removed cargo, fuel, provisions. Okay, cool. Your lordship, thank you. You've not abandoned us lower deckers. You came yourself and settled everything. I'll tell my grandchildren about this. Of course, your lordship. We'll root out any nasty business faster than the enforcers, and we'll leave no stone unturned. Okay, well that was easy. Nice. So do we just leave, I guess? That's it. I think. Pretty sure that's everything. Yeah. I have an urgent matter to discuss with the Lord Captain. Please give us a moment. Well, are you pleased with your investigation, Lord Captain? You kowtowed to disloyal rabble. You believed their lies and showed them leniency. Next time the ship is attacked by cultists, that rabble will welcome them in with open arms and allow them to wreak whatever havoc they like because they see you as a weak leader. Is that how you see your future at the helm of the Von Valancius Protectorate? Ooh, interesting. Yeah, let's talk about your role all in this. Your revolt, you allowed this to happen, and you practically guaranteed that it would. I would have handled the situation myself had you not decided to intervene. Remember Lord Captain Theodora? Do you think she ever set one slippered foot on the lower decks? No, she did not. Such matters were left to myself and the junior officers while she dedicated herself to her grand designs for the Protectorate, as any true strategist and rogue trader ought. So what do we do? What do we say? Yeah, but the situation is spiraled out of control. You're right. At least as concerns junior officers making complaints directly to you. And I lost my temper, Lord Captain, and I believe I have to explain myself. Prosperity of the Von Valancius Protectorate is not just an empty phrase to me. I left the Imperial Navy for the chance to see it flourish. It was the most momentous decision of my life. I did it because I saw in Lord Captain Theodora's deeds the sign of true greatness. Rogue traders do not simply forge new routes and capture worlds. They create order out of anarchy. That creative impulse was entirely lacking during my time in the military. So I left behind everything I had known, everything my family had known. I had come from a long line of officers, and I embarked upon this incredibly reckless venture. The Lord Captain Theodora entrusted me with all the concerns she had no time for. She would go off on her flagship for long periods to distant frontiers on scouting voyages, and the advancement of the entire Protectorate rested on my shoulders. And then suddenly, everything that had been built over years and years began to quake, rattling like a flimsy hangar on a seismically active world. One of the senior officers betrayed us all. The rogue trader was killed, and who knows what is happening on the planets. I tell you this honestly without fear of appearing weak. Wow, this is a lot. All this has come as a grievous blow to me. I'm not panicking or grieving because I cannot allow myself to panic or grieve. I'm duty-bound to aid the new rogue trader, to aid you, to find your footing as quickly as possible, and to do that I must insulate you from the problems that in the past have been dealt with by tried and tested procedures set out in the ship's regulations. Procedures that were established long ago and have functioned smoothly for decades cannot suddenly be deemed excess to requirements. Okay. So, I don't know what I want to. Yeah, let's go with this one. I am glad that you see the value in the foundations laid down by your illustrious predecessor. Why fix what isn't broken? As for me, I shall endeavor not to cause you any further consternation, Lord Captain. And now, please let us leave the lower decks. If the rogue trader desires to stretch his legs, there are far more suitable places. Cool, yeah. Let's get out of here. To the bridge. Okay, so we are good, right? Let's go to the prison place. Begin scan. Estimate rating. Ooh, okay, extractium. Interesting. Tithe grade, aptus none. I don't know what the tithe grade is, but we're gonna go here. We're gonna bring everybody. Ricardiphilia prison planetoid. So let's see what's going on here. Okay. Interesting. Gimme. There's blood here. Pilot Raquel. Come in, escort. This is Captain Vicari. Escort, please come in. Who are you? Did you come from the planet? Are you reinforcements? Saint's teeth, I thought you'd never come. Okay. I'm Rogue Trader Beak von Valencius. At once. Captain Raquel Vicari, servant of House Winterscale and the pilot of the shuttle. It is an honor to be greeting His Lordship von Valencius. What happened here? There's been a prison riot on the planetoid. Sadly, it's being led by the prison warden himself, the Honorable Anathagon Casteglia? What the fuck is that name, dude? Anathagon Casteglia. He has allied himself with the rebel that he himself was supposed to watch and declared Ricadiophilia to be an independent of the authority of the system's lawful governor. I came here as a shuttle pilot alongside the Honorable Evan Winterscale, son of Caligos Winterscale, rogue trader, vanquisher of Xeno's former River triumphant over the enemies of humanity. Young Lord Winterscale wished to speak to the warden personally so he could put an end to his lawless treason. He and his escort went ahead and haven't been able to contact them over Vox for a very long time now. Okay, Yvain. One of his distant younger offspring, yes. That's as much as I know about him, which means he hasn't distinguished himself in any meaningful way. Yvain Winterscale has made several diplomatic visits to Iraq 5 on behalf of his father, rogue trader Caligos Winterscale. The Great Regent would not have granted entry to someone dishonorable, which means whatever happened in this terrible, malodorous place, we must aid this man of noble blood. Okay. Is there anything else I should be apprised of? Some of the rebels have holed up in the barracks. I don't know how many, but given this is the only way through to where the negotiations are taking place, I would expect heavy resistance. Please take caution, your lordship. Lord Winterscale's guards mind the entrance so that the rebels couldn't get to the shuttle. Okay. Why is the warhead? Yes, no one expected this. Master Casteglia is a nobleman from a respected governor house and a vassal to the House Winterscale. All of a sudden, he proclaimed that Ricadiophilia was now his personal domain and that the prisoners were his subjects and that he would never bow to anyone again. It's pure heresy. And I take it they're looking forward to a diet of sand and gravel? What kind of madman would start a revolt on a barren rock? Alright, I have no more questions. Your lordship, if I may have a minute of your time, I wouldn't ever have dared to trouble you with a personal matter about the situation. In any case, have you been to the capital of Ricad Minoris yet? I wanted to ask if you saw a man there, a communications officer by the name of Jaspar. What is your relationship? We're engaged, your lordship. I have not yet been there. That's a shame. May the Emperor keep that fool from harm. Thank you for your time, your lordship. She bows. You can tell by the desperation in her eyes that she is exhausted, frightened, and wishes to be off this planetoid as soon as possible. Okay. It is about time. Alright, disarm this trap, please. Post has been vacant for a long time. Right, let's open the door and to the barracks. More mines. I don't know how I'm gonna, let's see, wait, unpause, and then, was it? Backspace, yeah, that's how we do all of them. Dude, there's traps everywhere, man. Okay, that, and then disarm that, please. What is this? Prison food. Okay. What's going on? What's happening? Oh, okay. Cool. You have been ambushed. The battle begins. Oh, cool. So I don't get to... Right. Well, let's see. So for sure, run and gun. And then go over here. And what is this? Concentrated fire. Next range area attack. Deadeye shot. Single shot. Reload. Oh, that's right. You have the sniper. I forgot about that. Oh, dude. Take these guys out easy. Actually, though, what I want to do is switch to this. Nah. Sniper. Deadeye shot. I don't know. Eights. They all have 8 health. Let's get the one in the back. Why not? Go. Bang. Dead. And then how about another Deadeye shot? That guy. Bang. Easy. Okay. That's good. Dang. Force grenade? Hello? Ow. Sir? That is rude. Ow. Okay. Abelard, I'm gonna need you to put in some work here and actually break through. Breakthroughs or against slash ability, which costs 0 AP. Where's the slash ability? Warrior dashes through an enemy to the cell on the enemy's opposite side, makes a melee attack 50% reduced damage. Okay, got it. And this just gives for the current round. Okay, target is too far. Right, but if I move him like right here, and then I hit charge, There we go. Brace for impact and endure. Please and thank you. Right then. Cassia. Okay. Just taking a look at some of these abilities. Lidless stare or strike. Alright, voice of command, beak. And then you go. Oh, dude, you know what? No, go here. If I use lidless stare here, no. None of that's gonna work. Alright, just go here. And all that. Now, Adira, right there. And then, let's see, forewarning to Argenta. And then Psychic Shriek, 46. Alright, analyze enemies. And then Psychic Shriek. Bang, 23 damage. I'll take it. Cool. Ow, ow. So if I fire at this guy, 11 to 17. Now, let's shoot this one. There we go. So that worked out pretty nice. Where's this? Furious Recital? Screw it. Yeah, why not? And then at Grenader Guard. Alright. So, Cleave, Strike. No. Just a regular strike will work. Bang. And then, high momentum. Get him. Bah. Hunting Scream. Okay, Endure, I guess. That'll work. And then, what's this? Immediately gains all AP and MP and gains plus 5 MP until the end of the turn. Or has no limit on melee weapon. Gimme. Let's do it. There. And then, oh, cool. And then let's, Ignite. Cool. Can I do it again? Man. No? Okay, we'll just call it there then. Bang. Seriously? Ooh. Right then. Go over there, Abelard. That guy's a pile of ash. Grenadier Guard. Can I rush at him? Yes. Yeah. There we go. And then a good smacking. Endure. And then, Cassia. Why don't you, all creatures, take this bitch out. Yeah. Why are you bleeding? Okay. And then Indira, hit that guy. High momentum. And we win. Yay. We did got your health back? Okay, cool. Everybody got their healths backs. Okay. Ambush didn't work for you all. Sorry about that. Give me those goods. And we'll take all the knives, I guess. Oh, dude. Bodies everywhere. Give me all the stuff. Love it. Alright, back out here. Give me that. There's goods. Give me. And just keep moving. Okay. I have all of this stuff. What is this? Armored body glove, light armor. You have one of those on. You have one of those on. You have one of those on. Cool. What is this? Chainmail? What? Character will dodge 15% of average enemy attacks in this chapter. Okay. So is the chainmail better? Dodge 22%. Reduces incoming damage by 20%. Okay, so take that one then. Yep, chainmail good. Shotgun or Toby pattern las gun. Oh, these double silk gloves. Okay. I don't know if I need +5 bonus to persuasion. Well maintained axe or the Mars pattern sword. Oh, dude, I know. Oh, but this is actually pretty good. 10 to 15 or 6 to 10? I don't know. You can have that instead. Sniper and shotgun. This is either super close range or not. Data Crypt, Unfading Valor. Let's see, these knives. Rated mono knives. Okay. This does more damage than your chainsword. Well, not really. It does more damage than the sword. Or this one. That's just a regular knife. Okay. Okay. Well, why don't you go there? Yeah. And then, honestly, I think that's it. There's not really much else we can do right now. So we'll just keep moving. Oop. Demolition, tech use, Indira. Yeah. Oh, wait. There's more stuff? What's going on in here? Holy fuck is prison guard key. Okay. Well, it's kind of fucked, actually. Let's open this door. Oh, more people. The dawn is nigh. Optimists will guide us into a new existence. Okay. And what is it that you think you're gonna do? Have a taste of my steel. Okay. I see. I understand. Think the throne, normal-looking faces. We thought we were going to die here with these nutters. Please don't shoot us, your nobleness. Let us speak a word. Well, this is a welcome change. Talking before shooting. Still, Lord Captain, the look of this ragtag bunch hardly inspires trust. Give me a reason not to execute you. We're honest, quiet inmates. We didn't want the riot, but, well, sitting it out wasn't really an option either. The warden's lapdogs made short work of those who refused to join the festivities, so we had to, play along. That's all it was. Play. We never meant no offense to Governor Mednan nor to the lawful authority of House Winterscale. Give us a chance, eh? We just want to wait till everything blows over and we can go back to our cells and quietly do the rest of our time. A repentant, honest heretic. How novel. Lowborn's speech is mottled with colors that conceal his true darker hues. This old man has a long history of lies and he is using his wiles on us as well, but I see no foul corruption or ill intent in his words. If I spare you, what do I gain from it? How can lowly jailbirds hope to thank your nobles? I have an inkling. You see us here. We're, how should I put this, different from the rest of the prisoners in this place. They're all petty thieves from Rykad Minoris, debtors, gutter snipes. They're no one serious. Now we, your nobleness, are cut from a different cloth altogether. We're fortune seekers from the void. Why don't we tell you we're on Footfall Station, you know, Footfall, the only shipyard and the best market in the Cornus Expanse. Yeah, so where on Footfall you can find some very serious business-minded people and how you can get yourself a very special discount from them on some very special goods. What kind of very serious people? The most serious kind, your nobleness. Have you heard about the Fellowship of the Void? It's the largest pirate alliance in the Expanse. There is no leader, of course, but there are some terribly serious captains who decided that cutting each other's throats over loot was what do you call it? Counterproductive? But cutting throats together, now that's anti-counterproductive. What the fuck? And, well, their joint efforts leave them with an excess of spoils, so they need to dispose of it somehow, and I, your nobleness, just happen to know someone who handles such kinds of dealings on behalf of those very serious people. Okay. Oh, no. There's a true aristocrat, not that warden creep. Now then, your nobleness, where was I? Over on Footfall Station, there's this district there, the Shadow Quarters. It's called that because it's located behind the statue of our holiest emperor. I've known folks who called it something else, also on account of it being behind the statue. Don't repeat their mistakes, I tell you. Reverend Hieronymus wasted no time finding and burning them all. A forgiven old man for getting distracted. So, Footfall, the Shadow Quarters. There's a bar there built into the remains of an old ship, and in that bar, in the back room, a certain Riza does her business. Tell her Grandpa Bachball says hello. You'll be her favorite client in the blink of an eye. Here we are. Well, your noblesse? We'll be going now, if you don't mind. Fuck it. Thanks, we're most grateful, your noblesse. Iconoclast +3. Okay, cool, nice. Alright, and away we go. What do they got on them? Pistols? Okay, we take them. Right, Milton charge. Boom. Ooh, what's this? Gimme. And there's some more goods in here. Dude, look at this. Yeah. Saturated cape. Ooh. Okay, give me. And then, you are already wearing a cape, but you are not. So you get this. There we go. Nice. Here you go, Abelard. Get you something nice. Alright. To the main level. Let's go. Oh, more bodies. There's bodies everywhere. Build a bridge. Hello? Nice. Oh, it's a shortcut. Cool. Open this door. Let's see. Anything there? No. Alright. Let's see. These guys are dead. Corpse in uniform. Winterscale coat of arms. Dead guard did not even have time to draw a weapon. The attack must have been a surprise. Yep. So, into the barracks from this way. I mean, we've been in here already, so we kind of don't need to be here. We just go this way. To the open pit. Okay. What's going on down here? Woken prisoner guard. Warden Casteglia, Evan, Winterscale. What the fuck? What are you doing? I told you, Evie, they are hiding so much from us, arrogant mentors, holy brothers and sisters. What have they ever given us? Nothing but a pile of fibs and useless admonitions. But Aurora, she is different. She spoke with me like no one had ever before. She revealed the truth to me, and now I can reveal it to you if you stop struggling for 1 minute. What, we have guests? From the Von Valencia's ship, I would wager. Evie, my dear, you will have to wait. Do not faint, I beg of you. It's important that you feel everything, including your other eye. Damn, Warren is speaking. A strange sensation draws your attention toward the ground, specifically an open pit in the loose dirt. A single word spontaneously surfaces in your mind. Cradle. The pit itself does not appear to be of much interest, but at some point it housed something of great importance, something faintly familiar to you. Warren's words are suddenly drowned out by a chorus of voices in your head. The entity that still dwells in the recesses of your mind rejoices in a cacophony of cries. This place It holds great significance for the entity. In the frantic chanting of the voices, you can almost make out words that speak of an ancient grave, one that was opened for it contained a priceless treasure, most coveted prize that was retrieved by the faithful after a centuries-long search. Such dreadful shades. The colors of this place, they are putrescent to the core, and these people, their colors are oozing with madness and despair, pain and doom. Yeah, tell me about the pit, Warden. You are too late, enemy of the truth. This bastion has already fulfilled its great purpose. You will never find the trail of the reclaimed relic that now rests in the hands of the devout. Who is Aurora? Oh, so you managed to barge in here and interfere with the prophetess's designs without even knowing who she is? But it's too late now. You will never attain sight. All you can do is accept your fate. I do not like it when people take the prophetess Aurora's name in vain. I desire your death, enemy of the truth. Time for words has passed. Optimates, give your power to this harbinger of Aurora. What the fuck? Hello? Let our foes see the truth or become awash in blood. Alright, so Argenta, you're gonna hang out back there. Let's see. Beak, go there. Abelard, go there. Adira, go there. Cassia, put you right there. Yep, start battle. Oh, Adira, you're first. Nice. So let's see. You, some forewarning, and then this fucking guy, Warden Castaglia. And then, too far away. Yeah, hit these guys. This should do good. Yep, awesome. And next person, Argenta, run a gun. And then, let's see. Hit the Warden, 95. He's electrocuted. How about you? Cool. What does this do? Hello? Fresh injury. Permanent. Okay. Stack 1 of 20. Okay. Let's see. And that one too. And then let's increase momentum and move on to the next person. Ooh, I didn't see you up there. You shot your own guy. Wow. That didn't work the way you thought it was gonna work, huh? Boys have a command. If I do this, I would be hitting my people. No. Alright, get down there. Ooh, can I throw a grenade? Yeah, why don't you just throw a grenade at this guy? Hi-ya! Go on. Alright, cool. What are you gonna do? You missed. You missed. Great job, Warden. Alright, charge. Okay. So if I go here, I can. Alright, charge him. Why not? Bang. Oh, parry? Okay. How about endure, and then just give him a good smacking back. Awesome. So next person. Momentum. Nice. So let's everybody get that. So let's go. I'm sorry, no, not there. Charge. Yep, charge at this man. Oh my god. Okay, endure, and then slash him, and then we will get our attacks back. 6 to 10, 7 to 9. Yeah, we'll just hit him with this. Back. Oh, you know what? We'll hit him with this too. Back. And hit him with it again. Parry. Sword one more time. Go. What happened? Hello? Oh, we have to break these fucking lenses? Oh, that sucks. Okay, I see. I understand. I get it now. Okay. What do you think you're gonna do? You missed, sucker. So let's see. Let's hit him with the analyze enemies, and then by psychic shriek this thing. No, psychic shriek this guy. Thing. And then Abelard. Yep. Cool. Alright. Next person. Can hit the unholy lens. She's got the sniper though, so we're gonna hit that guy. Bang. Did it die? He did die. Awesome. Okay. I think that's enough out of you right now. Cassia, why don't you hit this man, and then Beak. Oh, wait, hit that. Barely did anything. There. Alright. And then Cassia, move up there, and then just stop. Oh, you missed, bitch. Oh, and it did 0 damage. Ooh, that is no good. Okay, don't have a stable path. I need more movement points. Bah, right. Let's just charge at this man, and then we will endure, and then what is this? Shield bash, stalwart defense. All right, just hit him some more. Damn it. Okay. Abelard, I want you to hit this thing. What the fuck? Told you I wanted you to hit it. Hit this thing. Okay. Under. Okay. And then do you give that to Cassia, please? Thank you very much. And then we'll do this. What is exposed weakness? Okay. He has 9 stacks of it. So touch, parry, and armor. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Wabam. And then I hit you with shriek. Cool. Argenta? Shoot this fucking thing. Thank you. Alright, it's over with. Run a gun. And then there's one more regular dude. Hit that man. Nice. In turn. And then Cassia. Why don't you go over here and use officer voice? Oh, okay. How about Argenta then? And then we'll get her. We'll get another Deadeye shot. And we'll just take this man out. High momentum. Nice. Okay, that's that. And yeah, good parry. Okay, let's see. Endure. I can't even do that. I can light him on fire. Let's do that. Ignited. Good. And then, let's do this. We'll just smack the fuck out of you. Bang. Bang. Oh, come on. Hit him. There we go. And one more time. There we go. And that. Abelard, you should go over there. And then charge at this fucking thing. He doesn't fucking hit it and I don't get it. Whatever. Alright, we hit the unholy lens. There's nobody left except for the big bad guy. Adira, well, get on here. We don't need to do that again. We need to do that though. Bang. And then we can hit the unholy lens. No line of sight. Cool. Alright, we'll hit this guy then. Dude, how many of these things are there? Okay, is that all of them? Might be all of them. Give yourself some forewarning there, Adira, because, okay, next person. Can you hit this unholy lens? You fucking can. Hit it. There we go. And end that turn. Cassia, what the hell? Unnatural luck. Oh, yeah. Okay, voice of command on you, and then Argenta again, and then hit the fucking unholy lens again. Not quite dead yet, and we'll just end her turn. You missed. So we'll go there, and then we'll charge him. Bah, bang. And then an attack, and endure. Yep, all that's going well. Oh, finally, Abelard gets a turn. Now, hit the fucking unholy lens. Good. Endure and call that. Let's see. Want to analyze. And what is exploit? Oh, okay. So let's see. He has forewarning still. How about you, Argenta? I think you're the only one that doesn't have it. And then, we'll just call that. Oh, good. I'm gonna hit this fuck off thing. Bang. Can I hit this thing? No line of sight? Of course not. That will go right through my guy. We don't want that. What the? I could just destroy the cover? Alright. Well, call that. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. I just straight up skipped her turn. Alright, let's move you around here. And then just whack, whack. And then endure. And then taunting scream. It didn't make any noise. Okay. You hit this fucking thing. Break it. Thank you. Christ. We'll charge there. And we're done. Cool. Adira, shiver his timbers. Let's see. Hit that man with some analyze. And then... No man, you get the shriek. Bah. Okay. Cool. And then Argenta. I mean, you can kind of just stay perched and just take this guy out. It should be the whole boss fight. Let's reload. Reload. Alright. And then Cassia. Okay, let's see. Yes, we can. Do it. Yeah. We did it. I don't believe we've been properly introduced. The Vain Winter Scale of Coronus. Greatly pleased to make your acquaintance. On the rare days that Lord Winterscale visited Urac 5, the station was awash in a mist of warm hues. We were forbidden from meeting each other, but I was delighted still to see such rare colors in my home. Now, however, his colors are darkening, twisting from pain and bitterness. We must help, Lord Captain. We must save the clarity of his soul, for he whose presence makes the world a little brighter deserves no less. Lady Cassia, I presume, the sacred child of House Roselio, how disgraceful it is that on the day we finally meet, I find myself not at my best. There's no disgrace in your predicament, Lord Winterscale, the Lord Captain I met under similarly dreadful and tragic circumstances. Okay. Conserve your strength, you are wounded and need help. Wounded. I would have phrased it altogether differently. Tortured and maimed, perhaps. Have you ever had your eyes burned out? This was my first time. I cannot say I recommend the procedure. What have they done to you? And the warden, my friend, I tried to convince him to stop the riot. Diplomacy failed. Father hates diplomacy, which is why I had to try. I must take my leave. I will see to it that assistance provided to you, and you are escorted from here. Did he... 3 profit factor gained. Nice. Okay, well, let's see. I'm gonna pick up all the loot. Ooh, noble sword. Gimme. You? Cassia, please. And anyone else? Oh yeah, look at that. Cool. More. Yeah, I mean, they're just Lav's guns. They're not all that special. But for right now, let's work on the level ups, shall we? I want to see. We get to pick a characteristic. Ooh. Let's do toughness, huh? Why not be just a big boy? And next, we get to pick a common talent. What I got? Nothing found? Okay. I think I want to do the Psyker Minoris. I don't know. I'm really not sure. Yeah, fuck it, I guess. Psyker Minoris, huh? Oh, do we get to pick more than one? Maybe I did pick it. Complete. There we go. Yeah. Now we are a little bit stronger as a Psyker. Nice. And then you will get weapon skill, sir. Your common talents. Oh wow. God, there's so much. So we're gonna give this guy dual weapon combat, Avallard, since he runs around with 2. He'll actually get to use the second weapon. That'll be good. What you got for me? Oh, okay. Choose an ability. Okay, let's do joint analysis just to have it. Oh, cool. Skill. Let's do tech use on you. No. Yeah, cool. And then you get... Oh, dude, I can't pick this one? I guess you're getting agility then, huh? Right, I don't know what to give you, sister, so you're getting doing my part. I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. I didn't do fucking shit. Yeah, because it's just how that's gonna go. Hey. And what do we get? Ooh, see? We're gonna go with Air of Authority. Yeah, I kind of want to get held in my gaze. Air of Authority is good, though. Yeah, we're gonna do Air of Authority. Oh, we're gonna go with Mind Over Matter, because that will allow her to use her willpower for checks, and it increases the wounds based on her willpower, not her toughness. So we'll do that. Bang. Okay, we did all the levels. So we are good. So let's get everybody. Let's just. We need to leave. There's like blood, guts, and ass everywhere. So I guess let's just go. Jesus, why is it going up like that? Okay, whatever. Let's go. Here, go here, go here. Your lordship. Rebellion has been crushed. I have news of your lord. Is Lord Winterscale alive? Is he alright? He's alive but badly wounded. Help my people get him to my ship. Thank you for letting me know. I'm looking for a man, unless it's one of the prisoners or guards, and it seems unlikely. Okay, right, so that guy is not here. Let's go to the void ship. Permission to report, Lord Captain. Over the past few days, I received several messages from different decks complaining about anomalous behaviors in the ship's cogitators and servitors. Machine spirits are restless and rebellious, and no tech litany or ritual of pacification can rid them of this obstinacy. The tech priests can deal with the vessel systems, but the servitors, they make errors in their tasks, disobey orders, change the assigned rituals, or sometimes downright freeze as if in a trance. Lord Captain, occurrences such as these are caused by errors in cogitator calculations or have some other sensible explanation. I beseech you not to take after those who whisper about the ship being cursed or possessed. Oh, don't start, old man. All these peculiar happenings have long since turned into local legends. Door slams shut, a lumen starts flickering. Folk have grown used to all that. So our resident ghost has decided to up the ante. I'm telling you, things are only going to get worse from here. The technomats inspected the servitors and concluded they pose no danger. According to the servants of the Omnissiah, such behavior is caused either by the echoes of minds not completely eliminated or by manifestations of the machine spirit's will. Nevertheless, the faulty servitors make the crew's task considerably more difficult. The High Factotum Chanris Danrock would like to discuss how he should deal with the defective property. He is awaiting your audience on the bridge. Okay, so we did this one already. Yeah, did all that. Unidentified void ship. Artificial facility. Have we been here? I don't know if we've been there. I'm gonna just pull up on someone else's ship. But we'll go to Wreckhead Minoris. How about that? Whoa. I did not mean... Okay, how do I leave this? Oh, no. Oh, here we go. Back to bridge. Okay, let's go talk to this dude. A ship informed me of our imminent meeting. Okay, live to serve, Lord Captain. Cool. Can I sit in my chair? No, I cannot sit in my chair. Avallard, the bridge technomat. Let's talk to you. Bridge officer, bridge officer, bridge officer. Hello? Okay. I got no idea what's happening right now. Whatever. And let's void ship management. What's this? Ooh, speed maneuverability, damage reduction, damage bonus. Arsenals. Whoa. No component available. What's this? Maintenance deck. Okay. Upgrade RAM can be upgraded. Upgrade hull. Hull integrity. Okay. 400 scrap. Weapon? Oh, okay. I don't have any of that. Well, let's just upgrade RAM. Upgrade hull. Oh, dude, can I do some more? Dang. Hull. RAM. We'll leave it at that. Right now, huh? We'll leave that for right now. Okay. Well, development. Oh, I already have common post abilities, ultimate post abilities. What? Swing run, torpedo control, posts. Oh, Supreme Commander, skill required persuasion. Master Cannoneer, skill required demolition. Shield Master, skill required tech use. Master Maneuvers, skill required athletics. Warp Channeler, skill required lore warp. Oh, nope, just kidding. And Master of Etherics. Okay. I guess Avallard then. All features. Okay. This is all very interesting and nice. Back to the bridge. And then I am going to save it and just call it there for now. Okay. Rewrite. Yes. Right. Cancel. Oh, okay. Right. What the fuck? Save to. Alright. Yeah. We're gonna call it there. We were way over time, but that's fine. I'm digging this game. It's cool. We're gonna get into the planet proper now. When we go forward, things will go real well. We gotta find ourselves a tech breeze, because in an engine seer prime, because all the electronics are starting to get a little weird out here in the ship. So we'll see what happens then. All right. Till next time then. All right. Thanks. Bye.